When starting these questions, what do you have to have first? Balance chemical equation. So go ahead and balance that. Okay. Stop him.
5, 3, 4. So 5 on O2, and then 3, 4.
All right, here we go. Thank you. So we have 4 moles of propane. How many moles of oxygen gas? So 4 moles of this. How many moles of O2? So, just like yesterday, you're going to take your 4 moles of propane. So your units now include the substance that you're talking about. You want to convert it to oxygen. Oxygen goes on top. Propane's going to go on the bottom. So we're going to use our mole ratio to calculate the number of moles of oxygen we need. So we need 20 moles of oxygen. But if we want 10% extra, you can do 2 things. You can multiply it by 10% and add it, or just multiply it by 1.1. So you can do 20 times 10%. Or take your 20 moles times it by 1.10. Either way is fine. And when you do a 10% excess, you don't have to do it on moles. You could do it on your grams at the end. It doesn't matter at what point you do your conversion, as long as you do your conversion on a value for your product, whether it's the moles or the mass. You okay with this? All right, let's need a balanced chemical equation to start. Put in the information that you know. We have 1/2 gram of sodium. We want mass of chlorine in excess. If you're given mass, you can't use the mole ratio on grams. You have to calculate moles in order to be able to use your mole ratio. When you calculate moles, do not multiply the molar mass. Do not multiply the molar mass by the coefficients. The only place you use the coefficients is in your mole ratio. What ratio that's up here contains the unit of our answer? The molar mass of chlorine. We want grams of chlorine. And you'll notice now that I'm putting in the Cl2s because we're doing mole ratios going between 2 different substances. So we want to get rid of moles of chlorine. The only way we can do that is our mole ratio because we have no other piece of information about chlorine. So 1 mole of Cl2 for every 2 moles of sodium. Now, is there anything up there that has moles of sodium? It's the molar mass, you got it. Moles of sodium are gone, and then times it by 0.5 grams. This would give you how much minimum you require. So to get our 10% extra, add times 1.10 at the end.
0.85 grams.
Okay. If you're going to use formulas, if you've put mass on the top, then molar mass, that helps. Mass divided by molar mass gives you moles, so 0.5 divided by 22.99 grams per mole. Can somebody tell me what that is, please?
0.02174.
174? Thank you. So that gives us moles of sodium. We want moles of chlorine. So you use your mole ratio here. 1 chlorine for every 2 sodium. So 0.1087 moles of chlorine. So that gives us moles of chlorine, and then you need the mass of chlorine, so you take M is equal to moles times molar mass, 0.1087 times 70.90. And then take that answer, multiply by 1.10, and you've got 0.85 grams.
Does it matter if you add the 0, like 0.1087, you need more 0?
Oh, sorry, I dropped that, didn't I?
It's basically
There.
the same thing as yesterday, but it says times 1.
Exactly the same as yesterday, except you multiply by 1.1. Exactly how you did it yesterday.